Have you ever woken up and thought, is this just how it is now? Maybe your joints ache, your mind feels a little foggy, or getting out of bed just doesn't feel as easy as it used to. It's a quiet frustration that creeps in over time. But here's something you might not hear often enough. Getting older doesn't have to mean slowing down or settling for less energy and clarity. In fact, it can be the beginning of a whole new rhythm of life. One that's grounded, energized, and joyful. And believe it or not, a big part of that begins with how you start your day. This video is your guide to building a morning that helps you thrive, not just survive. You won't find anything extreme here. No boot camp workouts or strict diets. Just a gentle, powerful sequence of simple actions that can completely shift how you feel throughout the day. The truth is, your morning routine is like the foundation of your house. If it's solid, everything else stands stronger. If it's scattered or skipped, the rest of your day has to work a little harder to keep you feeling good. So let's build a strong, loving start to your day. Together. Let's begin with what I call the gentle awakening. And it actually starts before you get out of bed. Two small things, consistency and hydration, make all the difference. Think about your body like a clock. It likes rhythm. Getting up at the same time every day, yes, even weekends, can help regulate your internal clock, also known as your circadian rhythm. When that rhythm is steady, your sleep improves. And better sleep doesn't just mean feeling more rested. It means better mood, sharper thinking, and fewer dips in energy. There's even research behind it. A study from the University of Pittsburgh found that seniors who kept a regular routine, rising before 7 a.m. and staying active for at least 15 hours, scored better on cognitive tests and felt less depressed. That's a powerful shift, and it starts with something as simple as setting your alarm. Now here's your first action of the day. Before your feet even hit the floor, drink a glass of water. Keep it right by your bedside. After a long night's rest, your body is a little dehydrated, and that can make you feel sluggish, lightheaded, or even a little off emotionally. Rehydrating gives your brain a boost, helps your digestion, and jumpstarts your metabolism. Think of it as a gentle switch from rest mode to wakeful energy. Even mild dehydration can cloud your memory and mood, but one glass of water can bring surprising clarity. Once you're on your feet, it's time to wake your body, gently. No need for intense exercise. Just a few minutes of mindful movement can ease out the stiffness and get your circulation going. Even 5 to 10 minutes of light stretching can completely transform how your body feels. Start with your neck. Slowly tilt your head to the right, ear toward shoulder. Hold it there. Breathe into the stretch. Then the other side. It's like telling your body, I'm here and I care. Next, roll your shoulders up toward your ears, then back and down. You'll feel tension melt away. For your lower body, try a seated knee-to-chest stretch, pulling one leg in at a time to open your hips and lower back. Finish with ankle circles to wake up the muscles that keep you balanced and steady. These tiny movements do a lot. They get your blood flowing, reduce stiffness, and help prevent injury. More importantly, they help you feel good in your body again. And now that your body's awake, it's time for nourishment. A good breakfast isn't just fuel. It's a signal to your body that you're setting the tone for the day ahead. What you eat in the morning affects your energy, focus, and mood all day long. Aim for foods that are kind to your blood sugar and kind to your brain. Think protein, healthy fats, and fiber. A bowl of oatmeal with berries and walnuts, a couple of eggs with whole grain toast and avocado, or some Greek yogurt with a handful of almonds and fruit. It doesn't have to be fancy, just real food that supports real energy. That mid-morning crash? It's often a result of skipping breakfast or loading up on sugar. This simple change alone can make a big difference in how alert and steady you feel by noon. If you're nodding along and thinking, this actually feels doable, then that's exactly the point. These aren't radical changes. They're small steps. But when you put them together, they create a morning that helps you move, think, and feel like yourself again. And before we move on, if you're finding this helpful so far, if even one tip here feels like something you want to try, take a moment to hit that subscribe button. We're building a community that supports vibrant, joyful aging, and we'd love for you to be a part of it. Let's keep going, because the next part is about nurturing your mind just as much as your body. Now that your body's awake, nourished, and moving, let's turn inward to your mind and spirit. Because thriving in later life isn't just about physical strength. It's about mental clarity, emotional balance, and feeling connected to the world around you. And your morning is the perfect time to gently feed that inner life. Let's begin with one of the simplest but most powerful habits of all, a moment of mindfulness. It doesn't require candles, special music, or hours of meditation. It's just a few minutes of sitting quietly, breathing, noticing, and allowing the noise in your mind to soften. You can close your eyes, sit on a chair, or even stay in bed. Just focus on your breath, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Try 5 slow breaths, then 5 more. That's it. This short pause is like wiping the slate clean before the day begins. It helps reduce anxiety, lowers blood pressure, and brings a calm alertness to everything you do next. If you're someone who tends to wake up with worries, thinking about doctor's appointments, family needs, or the long to-do list, mindfulness gently reminds you, right now, I'm okay. I'm breathing. I'm safe. That's a powerful place to begin any day from. Next, take a few seconds, just a few, to think about what you're grateful for, not in a forced way. Let it be real and personal. Maybe it's the sound of birds outside your window. Maybe it's a memory from yesterday. Maybe it's the way your coffee smells. Gratitude doesn't ignore the hard stuff. It just helps you remember the good things that still exist right alongside it. This small habit, done daily, has been shown to improve mood, boost resilience, and even support better sleep at night. Now, with your emotions grounded and your thoughts calm, it's time to give your brain a little friendly challenge. Just like your muscles, your brain needs movement. Not intensity, engagement. One of the best things you can do for your cognitive health after 60 is to keep learning, keep solving, and keep enjoying mental play. It could be reading a chapter of a book that interests you, working on a crossword puzzle, listening to a podcast that sparks your curiosity. Even a word game or memory challenge on your phone can help, as long as it's something you enjoy and it nudges your brain just enough to stay active. This isn't about testing your memory or worrying over how fast you solve something. It's about stimulation, reminding your brain it's still alive and learning. Studies have shown that consistent mental engagement can help slow cognitive decline and keep you feeling mentally sharp longer. And here's something important. You don't have to do all of this in a strict order. Some mornings you might only have time for a couple of deep breaths and a quick word puzzle while sipping coffee. That's okay. It's the intention that matters. The choice to begin your day by nurturing you. Because when you start your morning with mental peace and clarity, it becomes easier to face the rest of your day with patience, focus, and even joy. And speaking of joy, let's talk about something that's often overlooked, but absolutely vital: connection and purpose. That's what we'll focus on next. We've awakened the body, centered the mind, and now it's time to engage something just as important: your sense of purpose. Because no matter your age, waking up with something to look forward to is one of the most powerful ways to feel alive. Purpose doesn't have to be grand or dramatic. It can be small, personal, and deeply meaningful. Maybe it's a task you enjoy doing around the house. Maybe it's checking in on a neighbor or finishing a book you started. Each morning, take just a moment to ask yourself, what's one thing I want to do today that will bring me a sense of accomplishment? That's it, just one thing. Writing it down or saying it out loud helps lock it into place. That single act gives your day structure and your mind something positive to orbit around. Next, let's talk about people. Even the most independent of us need connection. And in this season of life, when our routines may slow down or change, it's easy for that connection to fade without us even realizing it. That's why it's so helpful to build a tiny habit of connection right into your morning. Maybe it's a short phone call with someone you care about. Maybe it's sending a good morning message to a grandchild. Even stepping outside and exchanging a few words with a neighbor. It all counts. These little interactions aren't just pleasant, they're powerful. Human connection boosts mental sharpness, lowers the risk of depression, and reminds you that you're not alone in the world. And if you don't have someone to reach out to today, consider this your invitation to find connection in a new way. Join a morning walking group. Attend a community class. Say hello to someone you usually pass by in silence. The effort may feel small, but its ripple effect is huge. When your day begins with intention and connection, with a purpose and a person, it feels more grounded, more worthwhile, more alive. So as we wrap this up, let's take a deep breath together. You've now got a full, gentle, empowering routine you can shape into something that works beautifully for you. You start your morning by honoring your natural rhythm and hydrating your body. You move with care to ease stiffness and awaken your energy. You take a few moments to center your mind through breath, gratitude, or mental play. And finally, you choose a reason to get out of bed and someone to share a little piece of the morning with. It's not about doing it perfectly. It's about doing it intentionally. And every time you choose even one of these habits, you're investing in a day that feels better and a life that feels richer. You don't have to slow down just because the calendar says so. You get to decide what kind of morning, what kind of energy, and what kind of joy you'll invite into your life. And it all starts the moment you open your eyes. So here's to mornings that help you thrive with clarity, connection, and calm. Thank you so much for spending your time here with us today. If this video inspired you or gave you something helpful to try, we'd love for you to tap that like button and hit subscribe so you don't miss our weekly videos focused on helping you live your most vibrant, independent life after 60. And tell us in the comments, what's one small change you'll try tomorrow morning? We'd love to cheer you on. You're not alone in this journey. We're in it together. Until next time, take good care of yourself. You deserve mornings and days that truly feel like yours.